hunter.
This eerie music is not boding well for me. Oh. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is enough to thank me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. I feel really bad for Makoto, to be honest, right now. I'm not sure if you guys do, but I definitely do. I mean, come on. He was just betrayed. His best friend, technical best friend, was fucking murdered, and another friend also died. Three friends died within the same day, pretty much. What do you expect? Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Ha ha ha. Taka, you don't just say stuff like that. Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, hey, that rhymed. That would hurt just as much. But, or plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up to get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move. But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak Academy, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned out to every last excruciating detail. Every possible angle has been pre-thought out. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them would be too great of a risk. Then, what are we to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game. No! No what? I was about to say, if she just said, I don't want to live, that would have been weird. Well, that wouldn't have been weird, that'd just be sad. I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean? Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. Ooh. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it? Oh. She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened if we refused. But it refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on him. On yourself. Don't waste your anger on him. I'm an idiot. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Oh. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourself feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. It's all... that's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. Puns. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet. Okay, yeah. What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. That piece of shit! Who does he think he is? Apparently he thinks he's Monokuma. And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's life of bagels, I mean despair. Chapter 2. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We are all practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it. Another motive? Okay, this reminds me of the ending scene to Battle Royale, the Battle Royale movie with the teacher fucking doing all the stretches out in the courtyard. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, everyone else is just standing around. Tagami's being an ass over there. Hina looks like she's trying to do it but doesn't know how to do it, and then there's Taka over here who's actually doing it. Okay, lift your arms up and down. Yeah, this is totally the end scene to Battle Royale. Taka even sounds like the voice on the radio that the teacher uses. Wow. Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure you're to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. What? Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, this power can be yours. That sounds like some kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down just to exercise? Of course not! You think I have such kind of free times on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make it... Sorry, I'm tired. I'm very tired from this morning. Anyway. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, whole new world will open up to you. I can't sing, so I'm just gonna stop now.
どういうことだべ?
A whole new world? That's like the highest shit, man.
お前ら
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Okay, never mind. I need to get my mind out of the gutter. Besides, I know how to get you kids. I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
いいね
So go ahead and look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world?
ひょっとして
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
それはどうでしょう
That seems unlikely. Well, we won't know till he look. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really speak today. My fucking throat is killing me. I'm also really tired. Anyway, whatever he meant. It seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. Knights, charge! You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. More like a knight of the crusade. One that is noble and shall serve our King Monokuma. Now let's get moving.
He grabbed a 40, smashed it on the ground, and yelled, "Scatter!"
Okay, to the new world. Oh, this area right here is open. Is this the new world? The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is that what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Probably a genie in a flying carpet. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Okay, this is blocked off. I'll check that. I'll check the main stuff now and then I'll... Anything over here? Yep, a pool. Is that a Gatling gun? Oh, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! 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 You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds this, and we're both gonna nut everywhere. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more horny than usual. Let's first check out that gun. Is that a real gun? Wait, hold on.
Hey,
is that a gun?
Please.
It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? Okay, how's Celeste doing? The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
お分かりですか
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Celeste is starting to be... Okay, Celeste was a bit creepy at first, now she's kind of creeping me out. Like she really is. Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Because you're a guy! Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing.
でも
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd like to... I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. Want to get stronger? I have to say, it's kind of unexpected. But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... But he's a guy! I don't get it. Is she afraid of lockers or something? Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? But she's a guy! That's a pretty weird phobia though. Behind this door is the locker room. Oh, and guess what? You need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really?
もちろん
Really? Really? Ooh, ah! If you want to unlocker the locker room, you'll just have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes with the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then lets someone else sneak in? Alright, then so... Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all dooka 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 dooka. I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think somebody could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. So now nobody can give their handbooks to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's cause my brain is 100% cotton. I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try helping a plastic bottle. Well, yeah, that does sound like our modern-day society. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. And in that case, I would like to ask you to keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and woman decide to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorm. by force or by cunning, do whatever you want. Ugh. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me? There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. Then how do you shower? If you even shower at all. Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come when you're in a funk there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it? I'm sure that only applies to you. Ooh, look at that hotness on the wall over there. Now this is an interesting poster. Yeah, very eye-catching. Obviously someone put this in the school, but is it really okay to have something like this here? Only two things to check. Oh, I see what it is now. There's literally nothing over here. What over there? A locker. Lockers. Oh, multiple lockers. Well, I would expect to see that in any normal pool. Now then. Monitor, camera, let's get out. Okay, let's look around. Okay, library. What do you have to say? But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter? What's this? Hope's Peak Academy. It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal up on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper right down inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written on there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history of it in... What's up with this music? Why is this track playing here? We have a long, proud history of as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak Academy has stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say it's at least a year old. A year? So you're saying Hope's Peak Academy was closed down for at least... You're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean that it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. I didn't even get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would be all over the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school and never saw anything about this. That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real. If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding this school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But about this other part. The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... It's interesting. Not sure what to think about that. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true, I don't really have any reason to check it out. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? I know I would. Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books, young adult, that's a waste of time. I've seen what you're writing, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. The stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage porn of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Hellfire upon you! Ooh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't even care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor! These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. I'm absolutely shocked! How come? They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah. Well, they have comics in a library. Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. You don't get it at all. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell that nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than a rhyme that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. No hood yet. Straight. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. It's a laptop. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and is covered in dust. I hate dust! It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world and jerk off. If it's broken, then there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea. What's going on in the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exorcism. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Anyway, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything? There's a library. and a pool, a freaking pool, and lockers, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment. There's also a shit ton of shake weights in there too. There was not, however, anything resembling an exercise. Yeah, she bragged. Well, hey now, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like it. Ha ha ha.
よろしいですか?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget. Okay. And what about a fucking way out? Find anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our houses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw. You fucking people. Who gives a shit about if we have a goddamn pool now or a warehouse or whatever the fuck? We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is key, yes. For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation. Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let's know if you should discover any. Let everyone know if you should discover anything.
Yeah.
Something. Fuck. So, are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope? Just to turn things around and betray that hope? Nighttime. We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Oh, time for more of this. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? Oh, it's one. I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby. I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is why exactly I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout. You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma? Oh. Is it the rule about the the loaning? But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Morning, Makoto! Good morning. Is everyone here already? Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya's no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here. Knowing Taka, I imagine he's trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient. I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem, which is I'm thirsty. How the hell is that a problem? Hifumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please. Why me? Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason? I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please. Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked away into the kitchen. And a few minutes later, he's back. Thank you for waiting. Hifumi reappeared with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally! You could have made some for the rest of us, you know. I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of casuality. Casuality. Basic instinct. React, act, and react. Well then, if you don't mind, a small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Wait. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. It's fucking raw!
Fine dining!
No, chef.
A fine fucking mess!
What the?
Hey, what are you doing, my little white rat? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand. Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal everyday cafe. I sit down and order some tea. Then they then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, ah yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be a part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments! Whenever you look at a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we'd heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I'd like to thank the Academy. And I went through all that trouble to make you that tea, and you want me to go even farther? Yes, I realize I can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't have a menu. That does not matter. That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine. What? Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out. Oh, I do so love coercion. You were like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit. You really went psycho there. I knew that there was more to her when I first met her. I hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man. She's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... Bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot. What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that. He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for it. I was just about to suggest the same thing. Stop trying to one-up everyone. Okay, then I'll check his room one more time. I'm gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response. Very well. Then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to go check out the second floor school again. That's where I think he'd go. Or something like that. Maybe. Anyway, to the second floor. Going the wrong way. Maybe? Probably? Most likely? I don't know. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I had imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them. Hey, what are you doing? I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so could you please be quiet? Oh, sorry. Wait, no. What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you. Who asked you to do that? Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise. Promise? Can't I get a second peace and quiet around here? Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. I'm you, Snake! I'm your shadow! Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding! The heck you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before. But it might just prove useful or something. What were you reading? A mystery novel. Wait, so you're gonna use that learning... what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. What? If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. What the fuck do you mean game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which it can have only one winner. That's all there is to it.
There can be only one!
He is right. It's a zero-sum game.
よ
Huh?
ろしいですか
It's a part of game theory. Hello everyone! Welcome to game theory! That's just a theory. A game theory! Fuck you! In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources. You mean like a kind of elimination match?
実は
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this
よろ
case,
しいですか
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the blackened.
つまり
So, this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there'd be no reason to continue playing the game. But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility you may lose. Am I right?
当然だ
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Tagami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it, man? You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
ありえん
I won't. It simply isn't possible. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it. Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of shit like you has survived this long. I'm gonna fucking kill you!
何度も言わせるな
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother to argue with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny, and he lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it's a life-and-death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
素敵ですわ
It is because I am the very same as you. Games are meant to be won.
やめろ
Are you trying to suggest that we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours. Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me? That's a terrible way to look at it. This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know? To kill your own friends is... It's horrific! Friends. Who decided that? Huh? We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in a competition. We're enemies. But, you know... But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you. Yes. If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed. I'm sorry. Hey, shithead! You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You wanna try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last? Fuck you! Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate that you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish. That's it! You're fucking dead! Hold on, just calm down. I am calm! How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is... well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time? Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our foods. And I'd rather not be part of the Last Supper just yet. Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something. All I'm saying is that ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend. Was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt. Well, fuck him then. But he said he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our own food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko? Well, it's not like anyone would care if I was gone, right, Baka? Actually, I bet you all want me to be gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think that you don't think that. What is up with her logic? I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there, man. You think I don't know? But I do. You want me to be gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there is nothing you can say to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms.